All right, hello everybody, Big Wave Dave here. I'm gonna do a little how-to video on cleaning crappies, which is something I have done an awful lot of, so thought I'd do this video for you. Went out today on a solo trip and caught a few crappies. I'm gonna clean them. Before I get going, I want to tell you all the things that I always have with me when I'm cleaning fish. Fillet knife, obviously. This one isn't anything fancy. Rapala. Fillet knife, sharpener. I always make sure I have a sharpener because even between fish, your knife might get dull. You can sharpen it up and it's going to make your life a lot easier. So yeah, knife, sharpener. I got my cutting board here. I'm literally in my basement on a lawn chair with cutting board on top of some coolers, but you know, whatever works, man. You find a place to clean your fish. I also make sure I have a garbage can for guts, roll of paper towels to keep things sort of clean as I ever keep things, and a bowl of water for the fillets to go into when I'm done. Yeah, probably gonna need a fish. So here's one of the crappies I caught today. You'll notice I cut its gills, bled it out. It's a little more humane, and I'm told it helps with the fillets, making them better to eat. I don't know, but it's better to not have the fish flopping around when you're trying to clean them. So I got my head cam going so you can see what I'm doing there, and I've got this, we'll call it the crappie cam, so you can kind of see what's happening on the board while I'm doing that. Like I said, I always have my sharpener, so I'm gonna sharpen my knife. It's got a coarse side and a fine side. Start with that coarse side and then the fine side to fine tune it. Nice sharp knife. That's important. When I'm cleaning a crappie, my first cut is always going to be right from behind the head here, down behind this fin, down to the belly. So what you're looking at here is this lateral line, and all this is a lot of meat right here, and then there's a ridge of bones in here. Then I'm going to go up and around and then down over this kind of belly meat here, and then down over the tail, which is a lot of good meat right there too. So yeah, let's get started. Like I said, I make that cut down to where I can feel the bone inside, and then make sure I'm all the way down to that spine. In here you can feel it with your knife when you're cutting, down to the top of the fish. And then I'm cutting along, you can see on the crappie cam, cutting along, trying to keep my knife along. You can see this ridge of bones in there that I'm running my knife along, and I'll do a little visual on the skeleton of a crappie. But I run my knife along that, trying not to miss any meat there until I get back to about here. And then I'm running my knife all the way through till it comes out the bottom, and then keeping it along that. You can feel the knife along that backbone of the fish all the way out to the tail. Now some people keep this attached and then flip it over and then take the skin off. I personally cut it all the way off so that I can get in here a little better and then clean things up all the way down to, you'll feel the top of that rib cage. You can hear it. You can hear it when I cut along it. And then what I do, not everybody does this, I don't think, I flip this over and then I do the same thing on the other side, all the way down to the bone, up to the top, and then back along this ridge of bones on the spine of the fish. I leave that other one on there while I'm doing this one just because it'll keep the fish a little flatter, and then I feel like I can get a better fillet on both sides, and I'm more, you see how I'm just left with that little ridge of bones right there? Yeah, there you go. And I'm going down to that rib cage. Now here's a tricky part. go in here to that rib cage. I'm going to go turn my knife and then go up along the rib cage. You see how I cut almost up to the skin, and there's a little ridge of bones in here. Up to the skin, I'm going to go back down and just leave that ridge of bones behind. And then watching that I'm following the contour of the rib cage and then out to keep that bit of meat there. Then I cut that fillet away, and you'll see that I've got a nice looking fillet like that, still attached to the skin. So I'm going to set that off to the side and do the same thing on the other side. Along that ridge of bones. Then down. And there we go. Another nice fillet. Again on that skin. But it should leave all those bones behind. You can even feel along there and make sure. Then this piece is done. You can see didn't leave a lot of meat left on that, so feeling pretty good about that. See, it's sort of transparent. So throw that away. Now I've got my fillets with the skin left on them. So like I said, some people leave them connected to the tail as something to hold on to. I don't do that. I like to just put my fingers here on the edge, get my knife in there, down to the skin, and then run it along. Alright, there's your fillet, and then the skin can go in the garbage and right into that bowl of water. Boom. Nice and clean. I've got my other fillet. There we go. Fillet's off the skin. Good chunk of meat. Between crappies, I like to grab some paper towels, wipe my hands because they get a little slimy, wipe down the board a little bit, keep the slime to a minimum and the scales to a minimum. It's going to help when you're cleaning the fillets later. Take another little piece, wipe the knife, and this is a good point to sharpen your blade again. At least fine tune it. Another nice crappie. Had a good day today. That's a slab. That's a slab. Be a good couple fillets coming off of that bad boy. So. There you are. You got a good bowl of meat. I look forward to eating those. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something or had a good laugh at my expense or whatever you tuned in for. So, yeah, maybe we'll do a few more of these in the future, and we'll see you next time.